All right, guys, here we are, episode number 4 of Watch This. I'm Rob, and here's Blake.
Yo.
All right, Blake, got a question for you. Today is actually a good question, specifically because what I'm wearing on my wrist. And I want you to think about this before we get into the wrist check. But our limited edition watches, which we see like crazy now, are they really limited edition, like cool, different versions? Or are they just marketing scams? Ooh. Before you answer that, let's check on your wrist. What do you got?
I am wearing a Cartier Santos.
Ooh, you are fancy today.
I am fancy.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, I saw somebody wearing a video. I was watching when they dropped the new Sony camera yesterday. I was telling you about. One of the guys was talking about it, and in the chat, he was. I was watching the I was watching the live stream, and as he was talking about it, I saw like his freaking little sleeve right up, and he had a Cartier Santos, and I was like,
so
I typed it in the chat. I was like, ooh, Santos, and then I was like, okay, I might as well wear mine today and to get the taste of what that felt like.
I love it. I think it's cool. What do you think of the new Sony?
It's pretty cool. I'm kind of disappointed. I guess I expected more, but I don't know. We'll see. It's expensive.
What's the price on it?
I think it's like almost $6,000. Yeah, or like 4,800 or something for the FX5. Yeah. So the codecs are cool. So it's definitely going to be a nice camera, but I started thinking about it like when it compares next to Canon, and that's we probably need to start a whole another podcast series for that. But yeah, I felt like the price to performance just seemed a little off, but
there you go. All right, on my wrist is a collaboration limited edition. It is look at this, a Zodiac. Look at that. Let me try to get the glare off of that.
That's fancy. Let's see if we can blow.
There you go. Look at that picture. That's a good one. So this is a collaboration with Giant Mouse, the knife maker, and Zodiac, and in it comes the guide knife from Giant Mouse, which is actually super cool. I'm going to tell you why I love this. Well, I'm not going to tell you that yet because it ties into our other thing, although I did let the cat out of the bag a little bit. But let me just say that this watch here has become probably my top 3 watches to wear.
Oh, shit.
I love it. I love it. And a lot of people are like the old Zodiac, but they're somehow confusing. I don't want to say too much because I'm doing a video on this whole thing, but they're somehow confusing bad brand moves with bad watches. These watches are great watches, regardless if the brand goes away tomorrow and you never see it again. This watch will still be around when I die and it goes to my kid. It's a good watch, regardless. So, with the controversy of the Zodiac thing, I kind of set all that aside and I look at the watch for what it is. And this thing is awesome. Look at that color. The video is not even doing really justice to that bezel, but it's this like real pale, light blue bezel. Oh, this is a great watch, guys. I'll do a video on it. You guys, I'll tell you exactly where you can get it for a huge discounted price off of that retail soon too. I'll just tell you now, actually, it's on the Watch Gang's website, watchgangs.com. Go check out. First of all, I'm going to do it. I really don't want to do these tangents, Blake, but I'm just going to do one little one.
Do it.
First of all, I didn't know, everyone looks at Watch Gangs and they think of that, the in the box service kind of thing, like the prepackaged watch you get. I didn't even realize they have a store. So I went on to check out the store and they are so many freaking awesome watches for great prices in their actual store. This combination is one of them. I don't know how many of they have, but there's a lot of them, but it's awesome. Look for the full video coming soon on this channel, Outside the Dial. That is my watch of the day on my wrist.
Your tangent. How's the knife?
Dude, the knife is cool. It's a dive knife. A lot of people don't realize dive knives. This is not a broken tip. This is exactly how it should be because, the theory is prying, but prying muscle and stuff like that. Yeah. You really can get in there when you have a knife without the tip. The pointier part of a blade gets very sharp. I'll just say fragile the smaller it gets, right? So if you're going to pry with a pointy knife, you're going to break the tip anyways. So this thing is cut and shaped perfectly for diving and for prying and all that. And it comes in this rad little case. You guys will all see it soon.
Is the knife nicer than the watch, or is the watch nicer than the knife?
The watch is a lot nicer than the knife, but the knife is definitely cool.
Nice.
And the package. I'll say no more. The more you'll see it in the video.
You're about to spoil it all for us.
I know.
Well, anyways, this will be out in a couple of weeks, probably. I think so. It may already be out by then.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
That's true, right?
That'd be good. Yeah. So, all right, Blake. Let's get to the question of the day.
Right.
Are collaborations or limited editions specifically marketing scams, or do they have some kind of weight as legitimacy?
This one is so hard for me. I always have that feeling when I'm like buying a limited edition watch that I might miss the opportunity to buy it later. I'm like, look, if I don't buy it now, I may not be able to get it, right? So there's always that that thought in my head.
FOMO.
So yeah, FOMO for sure. Do I agree with them? I think it's cool. I definitely think it's cool to have something special that, you know, nobody else can maybe, or just a handful of people can own, right? The scarcity is cool, I think, but it's definitely a marketing scam.
It's definitely a marketing scam. So I'm gonna give you a couple examples.
All right.
It seems like every watch Seiko puts out is a limited edition.
Yeah.
That definitely falls under marketing scam.
Yeah.
But Doxa put out their Age Steel Clive Cussler limited edition, and there's not another watch from Doxa even close to being like it. It's a true limited edition. There's only a certain amount of pieces, and when they're gone, they're gone. But more importantly, they're not. There's nothing like it. That is a true limited edition.
Yeah.
So when you have like, the reason why I think you're conflicted is because both examples exist simultaneously in the industry, and both are true. Yes, it's a marketing scam, and yes, they are also very cool in some cases.
Yeah. I like the idea of owning a limited edition watch, but I hate the idea of actually like the FOMO, like the fear, or maybe I don't know, the sense of pressure it puts on buyers. That's what I hate.
Yeah, I can see that. I think that I don't know the percentage of buyers that would feel pressure as much as they crack under the excitement of the moment.
I've definitely felt the pressure, right? It's like, you know, okay, cool. Like this wasn't on my roadmap, right? Like this wasn't on my long-term collecting journey. But I love it. And then you're like, shoot, like, you know, I wasn't planning to buy a watch this week, or I wasn't planning, you know what I mean? Like that has definitely happened where I've tapped in and I've bought a limited edition that I didn't expect to like, or I didn't know was coming. You know what I mean? Like you don't know what's coming out,
totally,
right? So
totally.
like it's how can you build a long-term roadmap as a collector when these brands freaking pop out these limited editions?
For a couple of reasons. One, let me ask you, instead of just say it, do you think the term limited edition carries the weight that it used to?
Probably not.
And why?
Because everybody's doing it. It's like you expect it, right? And then just the whole hype, you know, like it almost like influences like hype culture. And I hate hype culture. Like I hate it. You know, like look at what happened with the AP swatch, or look at what happened with the first generation of the Moon swatch. Like I hate like all that reinforces. And now with the new like Swatch Gold watch that came out, you know what I'm talking about? The new Swatch Omega collab with the gold and all that. Where they're only doing like 1,690 or 1,069 or something pieces, 1969, I don't know, something less than 2,000 watches, I think. And they have 1 million applications for that watch. And I already saw there's one being listed online right now, right? So like in the question, they asked you if you were going to resell it. Like that was a part of the application process, and somebody said no, but they are clearly reselling it, right?
Of course. Who's going to say? What do you think that maybe they could put a clause in there? No reselling for a year.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like,
I bet they could legally do that.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's a limited edition.
So.
We're taking applications to see who gets them. If we're not saying first come, first serve, then we could set up a criteria, I would assume, legally.
I just feel like, yes.
Similar to what tickets are doing for concerts. They're starting to put a stamp on, no, you can't just buy all the tickets and then resell them.
Well, there's easier ways to implement it for like a digital product, like a ticket, right? Like you buy a ticket through Ticketmaster or whatever. It's like a digital ticket that's been assigned to you. And then the second you buy it, like you can glue it to their Ticketmaster account, right? So like they can't transfer it or whatever, right? Probably a little harder to do, obviously, with physical products for one, but to me, this whole sense of ownership, where this conversation kind of leads to, and I was reading something, I think it was from PlayStation, like from Sony, where they're saying now that you buy a game. And I think they were talking about the new Grand Theft Auto. You buy a game and you license it. You don't own it anymore. Like, think about it. Like, you used to go to the record store.
Lame. That's so lame.
I know. Or you buy a DVD, right? And you own the physical copy. You own that item. But now it's a digital license. You pay the same. You get a digital license, and that license can be revoked at any time.
Oh, that's no good.
That's scary.
That's no good.
So with that being said, I don't know how a watch brand could do that, obviously. But, and again, I mean, if I give something to you or you give something to me, I own it, you own it. Like, we can do what we want with it, I believe.
Yeah.
But I just hate this whole idea that, like, you can rip off and scam other watch collectors. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I actually, like, I think you won me over a little bit on this.
Oh, wow. That's the first.
You have such a valid point when it comes to buying and reselling and what it does to the industry, and the numbers of doing less than 2,000 and taking 1 million applications or whatever. That entire thing just reeks of disgust, right?
Yeah. I mean, you literally just wasted like 999,000 people's time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think what it does, it creates also this, it feeds the elitist, the elitist mentality of watch collecting, which is already so toxic.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some toxic collecting, and I'm working on an article right now about how to not be a watch snob. So I'm working on that. I think I'm in the revision phase of it, but and it will drop here pretty soon. But
that'd be good.
I think we all need to get back to our roots of like watch collecting, right? Like as we were thinking about topics for today's show, one of them that came to mind was like, we all say that watch collecting is for us internally, but I think most people out there would be probably dishonest if at one point
100% agree.
They didn't buy a watch, or everybody said they didn't buy. They bought a watch for another reason, right? Like, think about it like lawyers or something, where you're in the law practice or whatever. You buy a Patek or a Rolex to like flex on your colleagues, or like what, like. So to sit here and pretend that we've bought watches that are only for us, but really they're not. They're there to communicate some type of messaging to a external party. Like,
I would say this to go along with what you're saying, because I do agree. everybody is different. Everybody is unique. We all come from different life experiences and walks of life and financial statuses and cultures and all, but all the same watches seem to be the ones that sell at the top. That tells you that somebody's being disingenuous when they come to why they're buying the watch, right? Come on. So very good point. Very good point.
And we trick ourselves, right? We trick ourselves with this thought process. We're like I'm wearing a Cartier Santos right now, right? Like at some point somebody said this was an awesome watch, and I started looking into it, right? And then the name Cartier resonates with everybody. Right.
So here's the difference though. So like somebody like you, somebody said Cartier and you started looking into it. And then what you found led you to the purchase. That's legitimate. Somebody's saying Cartier and you think, oh, I got to be a cool kid and go buy a Cartier. That's what's happening today, and that's what creates a snobbery, right? So two of the same outcomes, but very different ways of getting there. And the ways of getting there make it BS or legitimate.
I'm sure that happened to me. Like I don't know. Like if Cartier wasn't as hyped as it was, and everybody's like, oh, Cartier's the best, you know, like or Louis Vuitton or whatever. Like if people didn't hold these brands in such high regards, would I want this watch? I don't know the answer to that. But do I love that I own this watch? I do.
So again, I've had multiple conversations with you where you're like, not worth the hype type thing about mainstream watches. So I don't think you would have fallen into that trap. But a great example are these guys right here. Everybody's hating on them.
Yeah.
If you rewind and make that watch a power brand, it's the same exact watch that comes from them.
Yeah.
So
they have a lot of heritage, man. Like they've been around.
Dude, I'm a pro Zodiac guy. I'm rooting for them for sure. But even if they go away tomorrow, in fact, I'm looking to buy my next one. So,
oh wow,
I actually am what I love, the things I love about this watch make me want to buy another one. So
wow, I feel like that's the perfect watch for you too. Just like
it's a great watch.
Did you find any high polishing on it that you didn't like?
So there's a tad bit of eye polishing on it, but it's so small that it doesn't make a difference.
For those of you that didn't get that joke, Rob looks for the high polishing on tool watches and it destroys it for him.
I took my watch. I'm not gonna say. I don't know if I should say or not. I took my watch to see if I could have it brushed because there's too much high polish on it. That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, it's a tool
I'm an idiot.
Too.
What can I say? I'm an idiot. I like what I like.
No. I same. And I'm
Look at
glad.
me.
I'm kind of glad you didn't do that.
I'll just ruin high polish watches. I don't deserve a high polish watch. I don't dress nice. I don't go anywhere nice. I don't treat myself to things like that. I come as I am. And that is often a brush watch.
Watch brands are trying to make these watches come off a little blingy these days, like a little showboaty.
Super dumb.
You know, and I feel like that's where the high polish comes in.
Yeah.
Like I said it before. Like I think I said it on one of our other episodes, a tool watch episode. Like I love my Panerai, like my Luminor, but the freaking thing is all high polished.
See, to me, when a brand that isn't supposed to be polishing their watches, they polish them, it actually makes the watch look cheap. It doesn't look high end to me. It looks cheap because at the low end, that's how really cheap watches try to dress themselves up and they polish them all. But a watch that could be legitimately brushed and have all the makings of a tank, come on, man.
It's like instead of having to like do like mixed finishings, just like brush it that way and then brush it this way and then brush it that, you know, like just change the brush patterns.
Brush it all the same way because the guy who buys that watch, trust me, he would rather have it brushed. I get it. You pay a lot of money to these little Swiss designers and stuff like that. But when you get to certain types of watches and you put them in the hands of the people that actually love that style of watch and use that style of watch, they would rather have it brushed.
Yeah.
Now I've gone off again, and we're so far off topic.
It's a good topic, though. It's a tangent. This is what happens. people gotta get used to this format of us just like jumping all around, right? This is what makes it fun.
That's true.
Like,
that's true.
You tune into the next episode, and people are gonna have no freaking clue where we start and where we end.
Dude, I have to keep my watch spotlight videos like 3 minutes because I'll go off on so many tangents if I don't.
Yeah, it's hard.
So
all right,
funny.
let's do this or that. This or that.
This or that. Let me hear it.
This is the end of the show where I surprise Rob with a this or that question, and he will answer. And then, of course, I'll weigh into it.
Yep.
So, for this or that, service your watch regularly or wear it until it breaks?
Okay. I am a that.
Okay.
I wear it till it breaks. I see the value in servicing a watch regularly. And maybe because I don't have anything so fragile, it doesn't come into play. But I really think that servicing my watch regularly, I did one time and it ended up in catastrophe. And since then, I've never sent my watch out to service again.
Wow.
And all my watches are still working fine.
This has been at Cartier 3 times.
Being serviced or fixed?
Being serviced and fixed. I found this at a pawn shop, and I found it for like $3,000. Which
nice.
is a freaking, I mean, for anybody that's looking for this watch, this is a freaking steal. And yeah, dude, it was missing the cabochon. Like it was beat to shit. Like I mean, it just looked like it was freaking went through a meat grinder. And so yeah, I sent it in to get serviced. The bracelet looked terrible. Like this, they couldn't fix this unless they wanted me to pay like $1 million kajillion. There's like a little, you can see how it kind of like doesn't sit flush properly.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just from all the wear that's been happening to it. But yeah, no, I mean, I sent it off to Cartier, and yeah, do multiple passes of fixes, and
so you're a service guy.
No, not really. It depends. Like, I think if I get something new, and like I get something like, let's just say I get something used, right? So I have a new Sony lens down here that I just bought, and I actually bought a used lens. I got a really good deal on it, and the mount for the lens was falling off, right? So this lens retails for like $1,100, right? And this guy was selling it on eBay. He had it listed for like $400. I am the king of lowballs. I sent him an offer for $200. He accepted it. So I literally got a $200 or $1,100 lens for $200. That's broken. And just yesterday, I blasted that puppy off to Sony. So if I can get it fixed under $500, $600, I'm in the positive. I mean, if you want a quick cash offer, here it is.
All right, guys. We got to
wrap
wrap
up. Annoying about it though.
Blake's got a meeting. We got to wrap up. So what I want you guys to do is leave in the comments your take on brands and their exclusivity, their limited editions, if they're just scammy ways to market, or if they're legitimate, and as well as anything else we've talked about here today. Comment away. Let us know how you feel.
This or that.
And Blake, I'll see you later. That's it. Have a good meeting.